No, English is not our language, but I suppose that's not really what, but I want to believe that's not what my learned friend is implying. But
we live in a drama. It's a series. Every day you will be shocked by something new. We have even forgotten what shocked us 2 weeks ago. You know.
So I'll request the opinion of the court in relation to the new evidence now brought by the state.
That we need guidance from the court because there's new evidence now that's been presented. That's the court process.
Okay. But beyond that, there's also new information which has just surfaced. That is got to do with the accused number 3, my client. There's also a very mysterious number that is now resurfaced in terms of the document that has been sent overnight. There's also a new number. And all along the state was asserting that accused number 3 is not affected by these cell phone records, but all of a sudden there's a new number. I haven't consulted that. I don't know where the number comes from or applied for that number. How does it really affect him? How does it really affect him insofar as this case is concerned? Those are all the concerns that I have, that I also need to study these documents, these voluminous documents. But if the court can just look at these voluminous documents, and I'll also have to study them and go and consult with Mr. Nure.
There is also SMSs, communication through SMSs that I've requested from the state to provide me in order to further consult with my client. Thank you.
So you haven't got those SMSs?
Yes, I haven't received those SMSs.
The state supplied to us the incomplete information. The incomplete statement of Colonel Genenda, my lord. We were told that they will be supplied later in the day. And those pages, they never came, my lord. I received another bundle of documents from the state, of which I have not been able to read them. I can see also the email was sent last night at 2300 hours, of which I was not told not to sleep and wait for this email. Unfortunately, I would like to place it on record that this is a trial by ambush, my lord. Yesterday, there are pages that are missing. The trial is that the state is dishonest with this court. The state is not.
Whatever information that comes after a full disclosure, after the trial has commenced, it's ambush. No, none of these accused persons tendered a plea explanation in terms of Section 115. State, no, it's a fishing expedition by the state now to say, I'm not sucking a thumb to say I'm looking for the number for Ntuli, for Mapisa, for whoever. I've got the records for Kelikuman now. That's why one will be tempted to say they are cooking. They are manufacturing day in, day out. So is this fair? Is it fair trial to this accused? 21. More, we don't even have time to consult. This is pure ambush.
Okay, thank you.
My name is Senzo Meyiwa, Orlando Pirates goalkeeper. So I started strike. Strike.
One thing for sure, Senzo was very, very proud of his skill set. And today we saw in the courtroom how the defense team turned into strikers because they had been trying to be goalkeepers, but it was not working because every time Baloyi, the goal was going in and in and in. So now they've turned into strikers and Baloyi cannot hide. Hello Mzansi, please like the video, comment and subscribe. This video is dedicated to magnificent moments in the courthouse yesterday where the defense showed their striker ability, and the irony is that Judge Ratha, as you guys call him, Umkulu Urata, somebody put in the comments, Okoko Van Ratha. Guys, stop with the funniness. Somebody said the irony is that he's actually a former soccer player. So this is his field of excellence, along, of course, let's not forget his 50 years of experience in the courthouse. But yesterday, the only words he could bring himself to say when the defense was striking was, okay, yes. Okay. Yes. Now, Mzansi, a couple of things. Oh, somebody did ask what's a section 205, so let me respond to it here. A section, or maybe I should do it as a separate video. Let me do it as a separate video so it comes up in Google searches. I know that's right. Okay, we'll do that as a separate video. So hold that thought. Expect that video. Now, let's get back to the courthouse. Let's watch Mnisi do the final score. Or is it the final nail in the coffin? Or is it sucking the thumb? Somebody tell me what Baloyi meant by sucking the thumb. My brain is really trying to stay focused, but that threw me off.
Sometimes take the critics, the one that push you. Those that said, well done, says, okay, it's fine. But listen to the critics, so you keep going.
I must respond to what Mr. Is it? I just wanted to say that is not correct. When we spoke...
When he says you consulted, he's not
no,
correct.
I did not consult.
Okay, fine.
If the court says, then the court will be amenable to give us the whole week to go and...
Yeah, I'm prepared. I'm prepared. The whole 2 weeks if you want. Mr. Ramosepidi?
I would have suggested, my lord, that well, I'm not speaking on behalf of my colleague.
You see that bundle? Mr. Mgomezulu says he wants to go through it and consult.
I haven't finished what I was saying, my lord. I haven't finished my suggestion. Then the court says, no, that won't work.
It won't work because he wants us to come back at 2 o'clock.
No, I'm not saying to come back at 2 o'clock in order to proceed with the trial.
To do what?
Maybe in the meantime, we would engage the state to determine whether there are things that we can agree on or there are no things that we cannot agree on. Then when we come back at 2, we'll come back at 2 with a definite position as to whether or not the whole of next week will be necessary.
Okay, I've heard you.
That is what I was trying to say. Actually, that is in the spirit of a good administration of the conduct of a trial. Because ever since this trial started, we never engaged with the state to find out whether we can meet each other somewhere or not. That is just what I mean.
My lord, if you can find each other, because for me as well, should we persist with the bank statements? My Standard Bank is still outstanding, my lord, so I'll be hamstrung on that respect as well.
Okay. And we all agreed that Mr. Holmes, because there's additional information which he has to testify on, he's got to again give evidence on that, and then you can all have the chance to cross-examine him from the beginning. Is that okay, Mr. Gomezolo?
That will be fine.
So that everybody gets his or her house in order. And there are no aspersions cast about whether persons are honest or dishonest, or whether the state is now manufacturing evidence, etc., etc. This court is prepared in the interest of justice so that nobody should say he was hamstrung in presenting his or her client's defense, even the state itself. I'm postponing this matter to the 13th of May.
I'm the best keeper in the world. Kakasias, Senzo Meyiwa.
I think that the defense is finally channeling Senzo Meyiwa's confidence, because no matter how much they were presented with difficulty in presenting their defense today. I mean, there were 17 times, I counted 17 times, that Judge Ratha had an opportunity to respond. At some points, they would pause. Like, they're so used to him interrupting, they would pause in their presentation, like, what's up with Mkulu today? Where is he? Because he'd be too quiet today. So he was so quiet, and because of that, then they would press on and say, okay, let me push the envelope a little bit further, and then after that, it was the little train that could, and then there was just full steam ahead, and Baloyi was left in shock. But what was even more shocking is when Advocate Mnisi said, wait a damn minute, why are you interrupting me? I am still talking, and you jumped to conclusions. I mean, in the spirit of a good administration of the conduct of a trial, come on now. That is not what I was going to say. I was going to say, let's adjourn until 2 p.m. and then after 2 p.m., let's come back. And during that time, we sit down with the state. You know, we never sat down with the state. We never had an opportunity to sit down with the state. What? But, asikolapo, let's just keep it moving. But that's it for the Senzo Meyiwa trial. But I want you to see the complete contrast when a judge, in this case it's a magistrate, or is it a judge? I can't remember. But in this case, over there in Durban, because somebody told me they hate it when I say that. So over there in Durban, and I can't unsay it. It's over there in Durban for the AKA and Tibz murder trial, bail hearings for the 5 accused again, magic number 5. I want you to hear how the judge speaks with the advocates in that courtroom, and you will see the sharp difference. I'll engage with you in the comments section down below.
This one. And then insofar as what the state thinks should happen, we can leave that to another day where the court has had time to study the heads of argument and also to allow my learned friends to reply to whatever I might say. That is a proposal, subject to what my learned friends are saying.
No, we started with this bail application on the 14th of March. We are now into May. Bail applications are supposed to be urgent and supposed to be disposed of as soon as it is possible. But we have taken almost 2 months because of the availability of your good selves. Next week, I'm not available the whole of next week. I'm involved in something else that will take me the whole week from Monday to Friday. I hear what you're saying, but that is the problem. Unless if we were to say the matter is rolled over until tomorrow, then I can make a few phone calls to say that where I'm supposed to be tomorrow, I will not be, but here. These arguments. I don't know. I see most of you are nodding. I don't know whether tomorrow sounds good to most of you.
I fully understand the predicament my colleague for the state is having to, but the issue is the diary. And as already the court has indicated, otherwise we would have come this morning and requested a postponement on the basis that the heads of argument from the state were received late. But we never made noise because we all wanted the matter to keep the ball rolling.
Yeah, maybe I had so many questions and I was too talkative. But this is bail application and the proceedings are inquisitorial. So I had to ask these questions. Now, so you are not available tomorrow?
Your Worship, maybe if the matter can be stood down so that I can also make a call and maybe for 5 minutes. And
yeah, Ms. Gilling has indicated she's available. Mr. Jackerson?
Bishop, I can make myself available. I think it is in the interests of justice that Your Worship have sufficient time to properly consider the state's submissions so that Your Worship, if needs be, may be able to interrogate them properly.
It's unfair to interrogate one party but not the other. Mr. Volmarans?
Okay. Unfortunately, Your Worship, I am available too.
Okay,
no, we'll make ourselves available, Your Worship. We'll just also make a call. That arrangement must be made.
Let's allow a call to be made. I also need to make a call.
Yes, Worship. We can take until -5 to 3. We can come back at 3:10. Yeah.
And there you have it, Mzansi. These are the 5 accused in the AKA and Tibz murder trial. I'll be doing a separate full video, but this clip was inserted here to compare the court rapport, or should we say the court decorum, in the AKA versus Tibz case, where the state again was late with the documents. Okay, everybody received the documents early this morning, but the defense was in unison, and he says, we did not make noise, even though we received the heads of arguments this morning. But in the interest of justice and in an attempt to move forward and not delay things, we decided not to make noise and just keep things going. And then they have a scheduling conflict because they always have scheduling conflict, these guys. They are very, very busy. So the court couldn't even meet next week because then after the judge gives them a lecture of never being available, then the judge says, well, I'm not available next week. absolutely hilarious. But let me know your thoughts with regards to the court decorum in the AKA trial compared to the court decorum in the Senzo Meyiwa trial. Thanks so much for watching, and let's engage in the comment section. Remember to hit that like button. I promise you, if you hit it right now, you will see that it lights up and changes color just to acknowledge your tap. So go ahead and tap right now and like this video and see what happens. Let me know in the comment section if you see those colors. And thanks for watching, and here's your
uNkulunkulu nama-plans ilife ingenye indlela ngeke si understand ngeke si predict nathi ukuthi sifuna kwenze ngendlela yethu. Ngiyabonga.